Hey folks, big changes are on the way once again, but we have one more very warm day. Then late tomorrow, front comes in and changes everything again. And by Thursday, it's going to be downright chilly out there. Chilliest it's been so far this fall. These are the currents: 85 in Port Isabel, 87 Brownsville, 88 Harlingen and Raymondville, then 90 plus as you get back to the west. As you look at the rest of South Texas, it's 87 in Corpus Christi. The front basically settled in right around Victoria and Houston, where it's in the 70s. Behind the front, 50s and 60s. San Antonio 60 right now. Del Rio 60. You drive across that boundary, the windshield fogs up as you go right across that front. Look a little farther north, Austin's only 56, Dallas 46 right now, and Lubbock 35 degrees. A few showers, a few thunderstorms firing up along that front in southeast Texas, but once you get back into our part of South Texas, just to the north of us, not so much, just some clouds behind it. So the front is stationary for the moment. It's not going to stay that way very long. Let's watch. Overnight tonight, it moves a little, but not very much. So by 6 o'clock in the morning, we're still warm, we're still humid, still in the clouds, the cold weather up in the Panhandle, temperatures in the 20s with snow, showers in the middle of Texas. It's still chilly there. And then as we go through the daytime tomorrow, by about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, the front finally starts to move. Some of the models say it's here by then. Most of them are a little bit slower than that. The warm air, though, starting to get squeezed as the chilly air builds southward. Then the front just gets shoved through here by tomorrow night, and the chillier air builds in. It stays cold up in the Panhandle, but temperatures here tumble. Could be a shower or thunderstorm with the front. We'll take a closer look at just the valley in just a second. But by Thursday morning, Halloween morning, most of the rain's moving offshore. Clouds linger. Temperatures only in the 50s. After dropping into the 40s early in the morning. By the time you get to 6 o'clock in the evening, clouds will thin, might even begin to clear a little bit, which will make for a cold night on Thursday night and chilly for trick-or-treating. High builds east by Friday, but we're still in the cool air and likely to stay there all the way into at least the first part of the weekend. Here's the close-up on the valley, and it picks up on a little moisture around, maybe an isolated shower, but I think for the most part, it's a dry night, and most of tomorrow is dry. But then wait for it. Here comes the front. By 7, 8 o'clock tomorrow night, it's pushing in, clearing the coast probably by midnight. Showers, perhaps a heavy thunderstorm with it, and then behind it, that rain lingers for a while. So your rain chance tomorrow is only 10%, but late in the day, tomorrow into tomorrow night, 70%. Then early on Halloween, 40%, drops back to 10 for Thursday night, and then Friday, we're dry across the valley. So it's a quick shot, but some pretty significant cool down, cooler temperatures coming with this front. Tonight, though, just partly cloudy, warm and humid, 75. And tomorrow, partly cloudy, but showers and thunderstorms possible late in the day with the cold front. Your first 1.5 AccuWeather forecast says windy and cold, only 57 for a high on Thanksgiving. By evening, it'll be in the 40s. We bounce back into the 60s for Friday and Saturday. This is the weekend, Saturday night, Sunday morning, when you set your clock back. Then next week, we're back in the 80s once again. But Halloween, probably the coldest we've seen in a long, long time. That's your updated first 1.5 AccuWeather forecast.